we got the business to the point, and it was one of the reasons why this public company looked at us and was quite happy to buy us. And we weren't bragging, but we said, we take 3 months a year off, both my partner and myself. We didn't take it off 3 months consecutive, but we'd take a month off here, 6 weeks off there, 2 weeks off here, several long weekends, you know, and all this type of thing. And the management structure was that strong that basically we weren't running the business anymore. We were just overseeing the business. Yep. And I'd lost contact. I couldn't even, in the last year or the last few years of being in business, if someone said, could you do an invoice for me, I'm busy, I'd say, I don't know how to do an invoice. You know, I could barely pick up the phone and answer a customer call in the end. That's how far removed we got from the business.
Did you still go in every day though? Or you
I was there
from
every
home?
day, yeah. Yep. You know, that I wasn't on holidays.
Right.
But, you know, we were basically towards the end analysing our business because we had 13 warehouses and we had 60 franchised, well they weren't all franchised, there was probably 7 or 8 of them that were company owned, because if anyone knows about franchising, you've always got stores coming in, going out, you've got somebody that wants to sell, so you might buy it back and then re-franchise later. So you're constantly analysing the figures, and we'd got our system to a point where every franchisee's sales figures came into us via the computer every day. Yep. And we'd work out their gross margins for them, we'd work out everything, do you know what I mean? And that way we could advise them if they were getting off track and, you know, and all this type of thing. So
the approach that enabled you to grow the business also freed you up to get out of the business in the end. So, you know, it released you, didn't it? Whereas so many people are just stuck in the business. You can't grow it and you can't take a holiday.
Yes, and I found working in the business very stimulating, and there was that transition period for probably 2 or 3 years that was difficult getting out of that and handing over to somebody, because you'd say, oh, you wanted to double check them and make sure that they were following up on customers and doing everything right. But once you get through that period, I then found it very stimulating as the business, you know, become more technical and that analysing all aspects of the business, from margins to, you know, our computer used to tell us we knew by how many days in the working month what our break-even point was, right. And after that particular point, you know, it was all profit, you know, and that sort of thing, you know. So that's stimulating. That becomes very. You're watching the figures on a daily basis, you know.
So you did go through a phase where it was hard to let go, and you're checking people and questioning them. And so it must have been frustrating for your people as well.
You bet. It was. I'm sure I annoyed the crap out of a lot of people. So.